Welcome back to Magnus Arena Pioneer postgame. Denver gets the first win of 2017 at Magnus Arena. 5-1 the final. First period, Arizona State came out to a good 1-0 start, but it was all Denver after that. An explosive second period, 4 unanswered goals. Denver wins it 5-1. Joining me, head coach Jim Montgomery. And I guess you and your team were about as surprised as we were upstairs at really the speed and the size combination that led Arizona State to such a good start.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think they're a really good hockey team. I think they're building their program the right way, and they caught us. Their transition offense and how physical they were, they create a lot of turnovers, and we didn't manage the puck well. In the second period, I thought we started, supporting pucks better, and we created some odd man rushes that ended up with goals, and one disallowed goal.
Yeah, Nick Larson was completely enamored with that fourth line, or so-called fourth line of Evan Ridd and Hawkinson, and you guys, they kept drawing penalties. Like every time they went out there, you guys were on the power play.
Yeah, they were great. I mean, they were working, and then I thought their energy led to the other lines picking it up, and some guys had some. There was a few players that were out to lunch in the first period, and it was good to see them respond because I went in there and I'm like, guys, we haven't looked that bad since the first weekend of the year, and it was good to see the response and the leadership by our group.
Yeah, and it was just one of those games, too, that once you got rolling, it felt like you could have scored 10 or 15 goals. And yet it was a great moment at the end of the game when you pulled Gillette for Ogard, and the guy made like a great glove save. I looked over at the bench, and it was just a tremendous reaction.
Yeah, I think Will Butcher gave him the hard hat award because, it's a thankless job being the third goalie. You don't get a lot of time to play, and he went in there, and he's a great teammate and a wonderful young man from a great family, and it was just awesome to see how supportive the bench was. And it was actually Will Butcher's idea, and I like to do that when we do have a comfortable lead, and I've done it before with them, but that's the first time this year we've had a comfortable lead.
Well, and not only that, but it seemed like, Arizona State was getting really chippy, really frustrated, and then all of a sudden, you put in Ogard, you make a couple changes, and it was like all of a sudden their whole body language sort of changed, like, all that stuff sort of ended.
Yeah, I don't know if it ended. I mean, they had some players taking runs. Their bench was saying they were going to break Borgström's wrist, which I don't know what Henrik did because he's not a player that's confrontational on the ice or anything. And with the language barrier, he's not saying anything they understand.
Probably ordered a sandwich.
But, hopefully that'll get you cleaned up tomorrow night. And I thought the refs did a really good job of making sure the game didn't get out of hand because tempers were starting to flare.
Power play. Denver, one of the problems in the 3 or 4 games before this where you struggled offensively, 2 for 22 on the power play, and then, boom, you get the back-to-back power play goals tonight.
Yeah, I thought we weren't very good in our first couple power plays, but then, when you get Henrik Borgström out there, he's a power play specialist, and he started to make things go, and then him and Butcher, I thought, really were moving off the puck and making plays, and I think that led to our success on the power play.
Well, and of course, talking about guys with filthy hands who know how to finish, Mr. Troy Terry comes back from the World Juniors. He'll be in the lineup tomorrow night, and I guess you're doing a little pregame celebration to honor his gold medal, and what's it going to mean to you and the team to have him back on the ice?
Oh, you're getting a world-class player, but it's like getting Borgström back. We just get better, and now throughout our lineup, we get more depth and more line scoring, and I think it's going to help, obviously, our power play and our penalty kill because he's a great penalty killer.
And with everything that he's gone through physically and emotionally and not having a real holiday break like all the other players, are you going to have to watch him to check out how much ice time you're going to give him tomorrow?
I think he'll be fine tomorrow night after he got all the rest and proper nutrition and water. I mean, Jost flew today, and I think he got like 2 goals and 2 assists. So I think tomorrow night he'll be fine. I think we'll give him a couple of more days of rest next week so that he's fine when we go on the road.
All right, well, congratulations on the win tonight. First ever meeting between DU and Arizona State in hockey, and you get another chance at him tomorrow night. Any changes in the lineup that you know of right now?
Well, I know that, we'll have Evan Cowley in the nets. Besides that, we'll review film and make decisions.
All right.
Besides Troy Terry going in.
Hey, Nick and I will be here.
Yeah, well, hopefully there's a great crowd to cheer on our local Denver hero that led the United States to the World Championship.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thanks, Jay.
All right. Pioneer postgame concludes after this on Sports Radio 105.